Well, good evening, Krista. Good evening, Andrew. Normally, this would be a very busy train station at rush hour. We've been here about a half an hour since the word started to spread that that building had partially collapsed there in East Harlem. I've seen an awful lot of people in the last half hour or so on their cell phones, leaving, jumping in taxi cabs, ultimately finding other means of transportation. If you get bored with the leaderboard, you can always shop until you drop. From the newest clubs to the latest clubhouse fashions, this golf tournament offers something for everyone.
It's fun to take a look back at this crowd. I don't see it thinning out a whole lot, to be quite frank.
No, I think it's getting bigger.
I think it's getting bigger, and we're taking a look at the crowd towards the brewery. We should mention that if we look straight ahead beyond our camera here, there is a whole nother park that is completely filled with people as well.
No one here believes that change of any kind is easy. History proves that. But everyone here agrees that change is inevitable, and the fight for civil rights can and must go on.
Good evening, Andrew. A student from Newton and from Weston High have both been diagnosed with a potentially deadly form of skin bacteria known as MRSA. And tonight, there is concern statewide.
I don't know much about it, but it just makes me kind of scared to know that that's out there.
It concerns me, but I know the school's doing, all that it can.
MRSA is a form of staph infection resistant to penicillin. Symptoms typically include pimples and boils that may be red, swollen, and painful. It's spread by skin-to-skin contact, and there are approximately 94,000 infections annually, resulting in nearly 19,000 deaths. The majority of those occurring in hospital settings, but MSRA can spread in school environments, particularly in gyms and locker rooms.
We are in the midst of a change. We didn't see it very much last year, and we're starting to see it this year. So we're right on the cusp of this starting.
Just this week, a 17-year-old student in Virginia died of MRSA. 21 schools in that state remain closed while they're cleaned. But in Connecticut, district officials say they believe the student contracted the disease outside the school system. That student has been cleared to attend class, and health officials have not ordered the school shut down.
There are people who are dealing with this type of infection day in and day out. Once they undergo treatment, they return to the work site, they return to their schools.
And so tonight, parents across the state are being reminded to check their children and make sure they practice good hygiene in order to keep them safe and healthy. What's your next step? You're just going to wait it out?
Yeah, I'm going to wait till maybe 5:10, and then I'm going to go home, call my boss, let him know I'm going to be late, and, take it from there.
All right, but you're not the only one who's going to be doing that. Thanks very much, Everett. We appreciate it. No All right, I want to just swing across here. As you swing, this track that we're on is inbound into New York City. As you see across the rails there, that is outbound on the way up to Connecticut and up to New Haven. There have been no outbound trains, likely not to be. Now, we have learned within the last couple of minutes since we went on the air with News Center Now at 5 o'clock again, that 2 of those tracks have been reopened, but trains moving very, very slowly, about 10 miles per hour. That means that this will likely extend far into the evening rush hour and possibly far, far beyond.